Purposely. Your life, God's purpose. Listen at purposely.com. Purposely Equipped, an exploration of the Nicene Creed.
Continuing our look at the Nicene Creed and talking again with my pastor, Pastor Barry Crane of North Sound Church in Edmonds. So appreciative of you helping us with an understanding of this creed. Been around 1,700 years. Again, it's so important for Christians to realize some things that we all can agree on, no matter what church we belong to. We're up to a point in the creed where it says, on the third day he rose again, in accordance with the Scriptures. He ascended into heaven and is seated at the right hand of the Father.
So, Mark, historically, especially in the last 200 years, there have been what we call skeptics, folks who say, well, my experience is people don't rise from the dead, so obviously that didn't happen. They've explained Jesus, his life, as a great teacher, and we can learn from him, but the idea of a resurrection and that sort of whole story just doesn't work. I love the way C.S. Lewis puts it. He says that in what we sometimes call the trilemma, he says that Jesus claimed he was God. Nowadays, we put people in mental institutions if they claim they're God. Right. So obviously, Jesus wasn't a mentally ill person. He wasn't a lunatic, to use C.S. Lewis's words. Right. And he also, because he claimed to be God in his life, if he wasn't God, he was a liar. Well, we don't look up to great moral teachers who are liars. Mm. So in the trilemma, he says he was either a lunatic, he was a liar, or indeed he is Lord, who he says he was. Mm. And part of being Lord is the resurrection, unique to Jesus Christ. And we have, again, we talked last time about historical evidence. We have really strong evidence relative to the resurrection. First of all, of course, the empty tomb. We have, secondly, the witnesses to the empty tomb and the number of people who were witnesses, many, many witnesses to the empty tomb and to seeing Jesus after the resurrection. The Lord's Day, worshiping on Sunday, is actually an interesting observation regarding the resurrection because 100% of the first Christians were Jews. Yeah. They worshiped on Saturday, on the Sabbath, but with the coming of Jesus' resurrection on Sunday, now they're worshiping on Sunday, commemorating the resurrection or the Lord's Day. And then what is also very important is the existence of the church. So something like 2.6 billion Christians today, 2,000 years, something happened. Something happened right, to cause us, 2,000 years later, to be following Jesus Christ.
And all those apostles went to their deaths. They wouldn't be dying for something they thought wasn't real, or they were a hoax they were trying to pull.
That's a great point, Mark. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. I know as a young Christian, a young person considering Jesus, the resurrection was central to me. You know, that is what sets Jesus apart from other.
It is, and it's unique. In ancient history, there were stories of resurrection, rising from the dead, but nothing as unique or as real, rooted in reality as what we have in Jesus Christ.
Yeah, ascended into heaven and is now seated at the right hand of the Father. So there's some big implications there as well. So we want to get our life in alignment with the resurrected Jesus.
Absolutely.
Purposely Equipped, an exploration of the Nicene Creed. To hear this discussion again, or to hear other episodes, visit kcisradio.com/morning devotion or purposely.com.